Well, Jean Carroll is showing serious worry that she's not going to get paid by Trump. Good. We'll unpack this for you. We have an article over at The Hill. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where all the happy patriots are. And I thank you guys for watching. We're going to have a blast on this one because remember, this was all the Democrats were celebrating this one. They're going like, we got Trump. So shouldn't Jean Carroll be the happiest woman in the world that she got victory over Trump? Does she look like a happy person to you? These are the most unhappy, decrepit, crusty people clutching the sheets in sweat at the end of their life without Jesus. They're just sitting there terrified. Where's my money? Let's read The Hill. Jean Carroll expresses, quote, very serious concerns Trump won't pay $83 million judgment. I have my own concerns and I think it's great. Advice columnist Jean Carroll expressed very serious concerns Thursday. She won't be able to collect the $83 million from former President Trump that a jury awarded in Carroll's defamation lawsuit last month, citing Trump's various legal woes. Quote, he simply asks the court to trust me and offers in a case with an $83 million judgment against him, the court filing equivalent of a paper napkin signed by the least trustworthy of borrowers, unquote, says Roberta Kaplan, Carroll's lawyer, wrote in court papers. She's showing a lack of trust. They want their money. They want it now. This is after the big victory lap. We got our money, You know what? It's very hard to extract money out of people, even payments that are coming to them. It's very hard. The new filing responds to Trump's demand that his trial judge delay enforcing the eight-figure sum as the former president attempts to get the verdict reduced or eliminated entirely in post-trial motions. In the alternative, Trump's asked the judge to allow him to post a bond in a substantially reduced amount. They're all afraid of what we've been reporting on, that it's very hard to get this money out of Trump, that it was an egregious settlement that will probably get reduced. She probably doesn't have this amount coming. So that's what they're worried about, that justice will come back in and visit this unjust trial. Opposing those demands, Jean Carroll pointed to the more than $454 million judgment in Trump's civil fraud case, which only grows in interest each day it's left unpaid. Remember, Trump's got so much money coming at him, they're afraid he's going to go bankrupt or something, and they're going like, I want my money. I want my money. Quote, to begin, recent developments give rise to very serious concern about Trump's cash position and the feasibility and ease of collecting on the judgment in this case, Carroll's lawyers wrote. I just want you to know that this is, remember, Democrats always end up eating each other. And what you have in New York was a giant money grab of Trump's resources. Everyone dogpiled in. So Jean Carroll wants her money and she wants it now. And then you're going to have Alvin Bragg coming in and they're going to win their lawsuit because they're Democrats. They're going to go, I want my money and I want it now. And then you have Engeron and Letitia James on behalf of the New York State going, even though there's no victim, we want our $400 million. And we want it now. And now Jean Carroll's going like, well, I thought Democrats cared about women being abused. So shouldn't I get my money first? And Letitia James is going, girl. New York banks, that Trump misleading the state on how much money his assets are worth. They get their money first. Female victims of abuse, get in the back of the bus, Jean Carroll. Trump on Wednesday offered to post a $100 million bond in the fraud case while he appeals, writing in court filings that the eye-popping judgment made it impossible to secure a bond in the full amount. See, they gouged him by so much, he can't even afford to get a bond offset. Banks will loan you money. I mean, millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars, but are they going to loan you $400 million? Has anyone ever loaned a citizen, a private citizen, $500 million? A New York judge in the trial court's appellate division ruled that enforcement of the multi-million-dollar judgment would not be paused unless Trump could post a complete bond but did pause the enforcement of 2 penalties regarding the former president's ability to seek loans and serve in top leadership positions of his other 2 New York companies. So see, how do you qualify for a bond if New York is removing your ability to be the head of a company? Like, he can't undersign, he doesn't have the authority to undersign the money. That's what it's like the Democrats have ruined his credit rating overnight. And it was intentional, because this is a conspiracy of the state. This is a conspiracy of judges and lawyers and laws. Remember that. This is not a true legal system. New York is corrupt. They're probably one of the most corrupt states outside of Washington, D.C. You're seeing the same corruption down in Fulton County, down in Georgia. It's corrupt. If Trump posts the full judgment, the financial penalties will be immediately paused. If he doesn't, under the Wednesday ruling, New York Attorney General Letitia James, Democrat, can begin to collect the full amount, a process that could mean selling famed properties, which Trump can easily sell his assets and get her the $400 million. And then she'll just sue him again for something else, pull it out of her butt, and then just go, here's another $100 million you owe us. A federal jury in New York awarded Carroll the $83 million after Trump was ruled to have defamed the advice columnist by denying her sexual assault claims. That is his free speech right. And he said it. And she claimed it was $83 million in damage, which she hasn't made $83 million in her entire life. Trump has insisted that Carroll made up the story. Fine. Carroll on Thursday noted that 91 charges across 4 criminal cases that could end his career as a businessman permanently. By the way, I know this sounds terrible, but I think that would be great. Trump could declare bankrupt and just go, I can't pay any of you, and then go start over in some other country. There. America needs Trump. Here's the other headlines on the subject. From Forbes, Trump has 1 week to pay $83 million to Jean Carroll. Here's CNN. Jean Carroll tells Trump to reject Trump's request to delay $83 million. She wants the judge to reject that request. Trump, this is what happens when you're a Republican making money. If you're a right-winger making money, the left just goes, I can take that anytime I want. By the way, you can have your family, and they can take your family anytime they want. You can buy a house, and they can take your house and your business and your freedom anytime they want. That means you don't have rights. They don't believe you have rights. We believe you have rights given to you by God, not the state. We'll get into that later. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Doug in Exile.